Howdy, it's Jim Morado, and this is late May 2024. We're still on Mackinac Island. We've been on Mackinac Island for 3 days, and we're about to catch the ferry back over to Mackinac City. It's about 8 o'clock in the morning. This is the first trip over to Mackinac City. People are kind of waiting around. There's the inside of the ferry. You see the driver, or I guess the captain. You got a look of what's going on there. I do apologize. There's a little bit of dust. It was dusty, it was rainy, it was cold. It was hard to keep my camera lens perfect. So sometimes when the sun hits it just right, you might see a little speck of dust there. Yeah, I think the video is still very watchable. I put up the other video of us coming to Mackinac Island. Very crowded boat. A pretty rowdy crowd. I think everybody was excited about getting over to the island. It was a very just energetic vibe going on. It was the total opposite on the way back. By the way, there are these little black flies all over the island. If ever so often you get swarmed, and I saw one on the window there, I thought I'd film him and just embarrass him there. But anyway, yeah, if you go to Mackinac Island, there are little black flies, little gnat kind of bugs that ever so often you'll walk into a swarm of them. They don't take away too much from the experience, though. You're on Mackinac Island, so everything's good. And a couple of other ferries there too, and they're taking off. But yeah, this was a whole different experience on the way back than it was coming to the island. It's just very calm, very chill. The first ferry went out at 8 o'clock. We got to the little dock there probably around 7:40. Lots of people were kind of lingering around. The ticket office was not open, and there was nobody to check bags. Yeah, kind of just not a lot going on, but it was okay. I think they came and opened the office at 8. They took care of bags, and it was, for the handful of people that were there, it was just very casual. It was early in the season. Oh, by the way, you can still see the Mackinac Bridge there. There's the buoy. There's the lighthouse. I think you can see too. And yeah, it was just a very, very calm, laid back vibe that morning. We got there, waited around, and then some of the staff kind of showed up and started loading up the boat. We had a couple bags we wanted to check, and it was. I think there was a little bit of confusion about who was doing that, but after 20 seconds of trying to figure stuff out, someone just told us to throw our bags up on top of the little rack they had, and they'd be waiting for us. They didn't tag them or anything, but they assured us, they would be waiting for us when we got off the boat, and they sure were. So it was just a very, very calm, very informal experience, I guess you would say. Another shot of one of the ferries going with the Mackinac Bridge in the background. We had a very nice stay on Mackinac Island. I'm sure I will put up more videos, if I haven't already, about the Grand Hotel, the fort, our carriage ride. That's I filmed that whole thing. We stayed at the Mackinac Inn bed and breakfast. Very, very nice. We will be back there if we go back to Mackinac Island. That will be the place we stay at. Very friendly innkeepers, married couple. We talked to them quite a bit. Sweet people. Very nice breakfasts in the morning. Very helpful staff. Just a really pleasant experience. It was a great bed and breakfast. If you're into staying at bed and breakfasts, I definitely recommend them. And, things are a little pricey on Mackinac Island. It was one of the more affordable places to stay at, which kind of blew my mind. Like, I would much rather stay at a bed and breakfast with 20 rooms as opposed to the Grand Hotel with 380 rooms. You're getting a much calmer, more personal, relaxed experience. And that's just me, though. I like historic hotels. I like bed and breakfasts. And this island is full of interesting hotels and B&Bs. But we found one we liked quite a bit. Mackinac Island reminded me a bit of, well, you've got Niagara Falls, you've got the Great Smoky Mountains, the Wisconsin Dells, beautiful natural scenic areas that also have a great selection of shops close by. And you get that. I'm not being critical of that sort of thing. I enjoy the shops. I like knickknacks. But you do have Mackinac Island, which is just beautiful, period. Lots of nice old houses and lots of shops. And they've got a lot of fudge. And we stopped into some of the shops. You can sample. I think they all have, offered to give you samples of the fudge, and then you can buy some. We bought a little snack of fudge from one place one day, and then before we left the island, we ended up buying, a little stockpile of fudge from Joanne's. We liked Joanne's. There was a nice young man working there. He was friendly. He was helpful. We wanted some fudge to take back home to some friends, and he kept cutting us deals. The more we bought, the more discounts he gave us, and we got a nice cloth bag to take back home too. And we liked the young man working there. We liked their fudge. I believe they were the only fudge place that offered sugar-free fudge, which was helpful. We have someone that we wanted to get some sugar-free fudge for, and that ended up being a good thing. Another thing to note, and I'm sure I'll bring this up on other videos, I noticed that this young fellow was giving us very generous portions of fudge samples, and I commented, wow, that's a nice big piece of fudge, for a free sample. And he mentioned that we were in there on a rainy day, on a day that there weren't a whole lot of people on the island, and the samples get bigger when the crowds are smaller. So, there's a helpful hint for you if you're going to Mackinac Island. I just thought that was nice. And I've said it before, I love Michigan. The whole state is really growing on us. Definitely, I put it in my top 5 favorite states. I might even call it the most underrated state around. Yes, you know a lot about Michigan. You know about Detroit. There's people know about Michigan, but I think there's a whole lot about Michigan that people don't know. And the more I'm there, the more I just appreciate it. And I saw that they have somewhere in this area. They have. Oh, by the way, I love that shot. The bridge and that tower there. I found a pamphlet on glass bottom boat shipwreck tours. I thought, how cool is that? I've got to do that next time I'm up here. Anyway, so that just was a quick video of us leaving Mackinac Island. We just get off the boat. There's some people getting their bikes. We stood here for maybe just a couple of minutes waiting for our luggage, and they came and gave it to us. Anyway, what do you think? Have you done the ferry ride to and from Mackinac Island?